To clean or not to clean before you travel? Hi guys, it's Tanya, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my cleaning routine the day before I travel and the morning of. I've been traveling a lot lately for work and for personal travel, and I have it down to a science on what to do before you travel. Now, I know traveling is definitely a stressful time. You have such limited time to get everything packed and run your errands that you need to before vacation, or buy those little travel size products. But if you take the time to do a few things around the house the morning of and the day before, you're gonna come home and you're gonna feel so stress-free. There's nothing I love more or find more satisfying than coming home and there's no dust on the floor, my dishes are clean, the sinks are clean, and you walk in and the house just smells good. There have been times where I was in a rush to get out the door before I was traveling, and when I came home, the house, I forgot to take out the garbage, I forgot to do a couple things, and the house just smelled. So I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what I do the day before and the morning before I travel. I'm actually going to Denver tomorrow, so this is a legit video of showing you exactly what I do. So let's get into the video. The very first thing I do whenever I start cleaning for the day is laundry. I always wait till the last minute and my laundry piles up just like this. It's really frustrating, and I'm trying to work on getting better about doing my laundry more often, but the very first thing I'm doing is, of course, sorting my piles of laundry. Now, I'm only going to be showing you guys the very first load of laundry. Otherwise, it's going to be so boring watching me do this 5 times over and over again. So I'm just loading everything in the washing machine, and of course, an hour later, I will be putting it in the dryer. It's so much fun. And then I'm that kind of person that as soon as the dryer beeps, I have to put my clothes away right away. I hate ironing. It's definitely not fun. It's a waste of time. And if you're very good about putting your clothes away after the dryer, then you shouldn't have to worry about wrinkles. One of the most important steps in my cleaning routine before I travel is throwing out spoiled or expiring foods. I'll go through the refrigerator and just look through everything that I think is going to be spoiled or is expiring while I'm traveling. And I'm doing the same thing in the pantry. So I'm just getting a garbage bag and tossing everything out, and then whatever needs to be recycled, I'm going to put in the recycling bin. And I have some of these dishes that are going to go in the sink so that I can wash it. And this just saves you from walking into a house or opening your fridge and it just smells really bad. Something that I really encourage you to do to come home to a nice smelling and clean home is make sure you do your dishes. You don't want to come home to rotting food in the sink. It's just not going to smell good. You might breed bugs or ants or God knows what you would breed. But I know most of you probably use a dishwasher. My hands are the dishwasher in my house, so I hand wash all of my dishes. When I first bought this house, one of the first things that came up in the inspection report was that my dishwasher cannot run a full cycle. This is the dishwasher that came with the house. So yeah, unfortunately I cannot use my dishwasher because it doesn't drain out all of the water, and honestly I can't afford a new dishwasher right now. The most humbling experience you will ever have is buying your very first home and all of the expenses that come with it. I bought a fixer-upper, and you guys should have seen what this kitchen looked like when I first got it. It was so gross. I don't know what the heck the previous owners were thinking when they sold this house to me, but the sink used to be like this weird white, like porcelain type of material. So one of the first things I changed out was the sink, and I put this really nice, deep, big stainless steel sink in there. So yeah, another step that I do is always clean the kitchen sink. And when I'm cleaning the kitchen sink, I always drop in essential oils. It makes the sink and the kitchen smell so good when you drop in essential oils, especially lavender oil, because lavender oil helps fight mildew. Now the very next thing, and this is a personal preference and a sanitary reasoning of why you should do this, but I like to change my bed sheets every week, and if I know I'm going to be traveling, I'll change it a little sooner. That way, when I come home from after I travel, I'm coming home and sleeping in a nice and clean bed. I don't want to sleep in a bed that I've been sweating in for like over a week. That's just gross. And if you didn't know, whenever you sleep, you sweat a lot. Believe it or not, you sweat like a cup of water. It's pretty gross. So I like to change my sheets at least once a week. And especially, have you ever noticed that like whenever you change your bed sheets, you just sleep better that same night? There's something about clean sheets that just ease the mind, put the mind at peace. Now I know this seems a little extra, but I definitely recommend you scrub your toilets before you travel, especially if you live in an area with hard water. I live in Florida and our water is very hard. Hard water means you're gonna have hard water stains. So rather than, spending so much energy when I get back on scrubbing out those hard water stains, I like to invest my time by scrubbing the toilet real quick. It takes 2 minutes to scrub the toilet, not even. I'm also giving it a quick wipe down because I clean my toilet once a week, so I just went ahead and knocked it out for the week just now. But yeah, scrub your toilets. It'll save you a lot of headache later. Okay, so we are almost done for the night. One of the last things I have to do is wipe down the counters. I'm starting off with wiping down my bathroom counters. The surfaces in my bathroom tend to have a lot of dust, or, some of my products just accidentally spill and I need to wipe it all out. Otherwise, bacteria can just grow in that kind of environment. I'm also going to be cleaning my sink. Make sure you always clean all of the sinks in your house. If anything, sinks can grow mildew, mold, or whatever. So just make sure you scrub your sinks if you just want to come home to a good smelling house. But you know me, I'm very OCD, so I also have to wipe down surfaces just for my sanity and my liking of cleanliness. So I'm just continuing in the kitchen, wiping down all of the counters here. And my goal is to make sure I get out any food remnant or any kind of food stains or liquid stains that would cause any bugs to just want to breed in my kitchen. And I am not going to have that. So bugs, you need to go away. So I'm just wiping down, again, all of any traces of food. It's so crazy just watching this video and thinking how far my kitchen has come since I bought this house. I wish maybe one day I'll make a video showing you guys what my kitchen looked like when I first bought it. But it definitely has come a very long way. The previous owners did not really tend to taking care of the house, to say nicely. And I remember when I was like first looking at this house before I bought it, I was just looking at it. It wasn't as bad, and it seems like people who owned it were maybe bitter about leaving this place. I don't know, but it almost felt like they trashed the place. So I had to spend a lot of time cleaning, and it's so satisfying seeing how far this kitchen has come. Now, the very last thing on my to-do list the night before is vacuum the kitchen floor. This will get rid of any kind of remnants of food. So I absolutely recommend that you clean up the kitchen floor. That way there can be no allowance of bugs or bacteria or anything like that breeding while you're gone. And I also am going to vacuum the foyer and like the entrance into the garage, because when I walk in the house, I like the surface to be clean and dust free. It's a personal preference. And now it is the very next morning, the morning that I will be traveling. So I'm that person that just has to make my bed in the morning. So I'm doing that. And now I'm putting away all of the dishes that I washed the night before. So yeah. So one of the reasons I put the dishes away is so that I have room in the dish drainer so that I can put the new dishes that I'm washing right now. So these are just dishes from the night before or just breakfast this morning that I am going to wash and just let them sit in the dish drainer until I get back. And plus, it's just a lot less daunting to have to come home and put away all those dishes on top of like being tired from traveling. And I'm also going to scrub the kitchen sink, but you know how last night I like really scrubbed hard and went into detail? I'm not going to do that this morning. I don't have time for that, and I did it for a reason last night, so I don't have to do it in the morning. So I'm just going to scrub the sink, and I apologize in advance, but my arm right here was a little bit in the way, and I will get better about that, I promise. But you will be missing the most satisfying part of cleaning a kitchen sink, which is this part right here that you're watching. Dang it, my arm was just in the way. So now I am just going to dry any wet areas in the kitchen. That way I prevent any kind of mildew from forming. And I'm turning on the garbage disposal to once again get rid of any kind of remnants of food and essential oils down the drain. This is what makes your kitchen smell so good. It's really essential oils. And something that I strongly recommend if you want to come home to a good smelling house after you travel is this right here. Take out your garbage can, or take out your garbage bag from the garbage can and wipe down your garbage can. This literally takes no more than a minute, and it keeps your house smelling so good. And I'll just drop in a couple essential oils just to keep the surface smelling really good. And then I'll follow up with adding a garbage bag. This isn't necessary. And now I am going to do the final step and take out the trash. So I'm grabbing the garbage in the bathrooms and in the kitchen and taking these out to the curb. And now it's time for me to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you took away some really good tips and implement them into your travel cleaning routine. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!